So we arrived in Puerto Malabrigo to surf Chicama 3 days ago. We arrived on Sunday afternoon. We didn't surf Monday. We were unpacking and organising our home for the next 2 months. And then on Tuesday we had to come into Trujillo, which is an hour and a half south, because we have a dead computer and we had to take it into the shop. So we go to the iShop. There's no Mac store, so there's like approved repairers. We go to the iShop to take my 2TB MacBook Pro, which has got Apple Care, thankfully, and really isn't that old, and this is the second time the damn thing's died, to take it in to get it repaired. They're like, no, you have to make an appointment. Caesar checked the website previously, didn't see anything about having to make an appointment. He says this to them.
No, there is.
Oh, there is?
You can make an appointment, or you can bring it into the shop.
Oh, okay. So on the website you could have made an appointment, but it also said, or you can just come in.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
That's what I showed the person yesterday.
Oh.
And he's like, no, you still have to make an appointment.
Oh, so why do they say that on the website? Okay, well, that was bloody useless. So he's like, no, you have to make an appointment, and the only appointment they had was at 5:40 p.m, which would have meant we would be driving home in the dark, which Caesar doesn't want to do, and I agree, it's not a good idea and potentially unsafe, we don't know. And so we have to come in the next day. So we still haven't surfed the goddamn wave, because for the second day in a row, day 3 we're here, we have to drive all the way south to Trujillo to go and take the MacBook to the store to get the stupid thing fixed. And the swell's been pretty small, so okay. So yeah, this is the out the window, this is what you get. It's a desert with a bunch of rubbish everywhere. Oh, we did visit the colonial centre, the historic centre of Trujillo yesterday, which was really nice. I mean, I think Cartagena is still my favourite, and Casco Viejo in Panama City probably my second favourite, but only because Cartagena, Colombia just has more colour, more energy, more hustle. Panama is a bit more reserved, formal, which is also really lovely, to be honest, and Casco Viejo is beautiful, and they both, Cartagena and Casco Viejo, have really good restaurants, cocktail bars, and just beautiful restored old buildings, and the cobbled streets. Oh, I love it. Oh, so good. Hello friends and family, it is New Year's Eve, 31st of December 2022, last day of 2022. And we are here in Puerto Malabrigo, where the famous world's longest wave, Chicama, is. Puerto Malabrigo is a sleepy little Peruvian village here, and this on the Pacific coast here of South America. It's really, really dry. I think this is one of the driest parts of the planet. Utterly fascinating. Desert-like everywhere, beautiful big cliffs, wide sweeping beach. I'm going to bring you with me to have a look at the little town. It's super clean. It's just a typical little Peruvian town. So let's have a look at the architecture and how they lay out the streets and like what this place looks like. There's a couple of, there's like 3 or 4 pharmacies. There's little small supermarkets. We can get pretty much everything we need and want here. You can, an hour and a half's drive south, go to, I think Trujillo, Peru's second largest city, Caesar?
I don't think so.
No? Oh, it's a decent sized city. Huge shopping mall, big supermarket. You can get everything you need there, pretty much. So come with a little walk around Trujillo. Let's see what those Peruvians are up to here for their New Year's Eve celebrations. We've heard music and stuff, and I think they're setting up a stage down at the beach, so there might be some kind of entertainment happening. Let's go look. Oh yeah, and look, I got my hair cut. So I cut like heaps off. It was nearly down to my waist. Caesar, can you just hold the camera and I'll turn around and show how much hair I had cut off. Heaps. So it was down to about there, and now it's all the way up here. I had so much cut off. Much happier. It was getting a bit ridiculous. I wanted to know if I could get it down to my waist, and I nearly managed it. Our house is about 3 small blocks from the beach. So when we're going surfing, we just walk in now. Just out the door, lock the door, put the keys in the little key pocket in your leg rope. That's what Caesar does. And then we just walk with our surfboards down to the beach, and the boat picks us up just a little bit to the left of this. So this you're talking about, this is what they're building. Okay?
That's what they built.
They've built. And what's it for? There's nothing happening on it.
There's lights, stage, so this is music on later today probably. For tonight.
And maybe if we hear it, we can come back down and have a look.
Yeah.
A little seating area for the VIPs, very important people, and probably because they're actually really quite relative to Western societies, I think here they're a little bit more respectful of age. So maybe it's for the elderly and infirm. Would you say Latin American societies are a little bit more respectful of age and their old people? Well, not really. Is that something I'm imagining? Because I mean, we're here in Spanish-speaking countries now for 3 years, and most of the time I don't know what's going on because I don't understand the language well enough. So I'm oblivious, to be fair. Not a good thing. Quite frustrating. Turns out I'm not good at languages. It's so difficult. Hoy yo hablo español muy poquito y muy mal. Y cuando la gente habla muy rápido, yo comprende nunca. Y muy poco. Okay. Typical looking little street in Puerto Malabrigo. There's 2 places I think where you can rent surfboards. The waves aren't big enough today for it to connect and work. So there's the point. That's where you start your wave. Theoretically it could connect all the way to there. Don't know if anyone's done it though. It's a very sectiony wave. Or someone has done it?
Yeah, he said he's seen people do it and he's done it.
Oh, okay. So how long is that ride? That'll be like 5 minutes.
Yeah, 4 or 5 minutes.
4 or 5 minutes. Wow. That's a leg burner for sure.
Yeah.
How big was it? How big does it have to be, need to be to do that?
I don't know. He didn't really say size when he did it, but probably good 2 to 3 meters.
Like 6 foot?
Yep.
What we've learned about this wave so far, it's a bit fickle. It's not. So I was lulled into a false sense of security by Playa Saladita. Man, that wave is just incredibly consistent. You can surf almost every day in that place. The only problem is the crowd. So we come here and it's like, in order for the wave to not be too fast and too sectiony, it's got to be a decent size. We've had 2 sessions. Well, I've had 2 sessions. Caesar's had 3 with a boat. And that makes a difference, but still, how long were you surfing your last session? 2 hours?
A little bit over 2 hours, yeah.
And how many long good waves did you get?
2.
2 good waves in 2 hours for Caesar. So that gives you an idea of how difficult this wave is. I've only had 2 good waves so far in this place. And the reason is the current is so strong, it constantly pushes you out of the takeoff spot. And so you're constantly being pushed north up the beach in this direction away from the takeoff spot, and it's just really difficult to remain in the right place to catch the wave. It can be done, obviously. You've got to be pretty persistent. Even with a boat, when you've drifted too far, picking you up and taking you back, even then it's still difficult. So yeah, that's how that works. Of the wave. So this is the wave at Chicama. There's the point. That's where you want to be. Today it's too small. And if you watch closely the waves breaking in here, you see they break in sections. So that seems to be what it does, particularly when it's small. It needs to be a decent size for the wave to connect all the way through. So there's the first part. There's another part in here which is actually quite good. That's where I got a good wave. And then there's some rocks in the middle here. And then there's another little break in here, and when it's small it almost works like a little beach break. You could almost get a little right just in there. And there's the pier. So we've been told by the guy who took us out on his boat, Frank, that he's gotten a wave all the way from there all the way through to here, a 4 or 5 minute ride, he said. And he's seen other people do it too. It can be done. Isn't that amazing? Too small today to work. Even these little things in here breaking in sections. Yeah, there you go. There's like almost working like a beach break. You could actually get that right. The left is very sectiony, but the right, I don't know, it's not got a very good shoulder. It's a bit fat and slow, but I reckon you could do that on a longboard. So yeah, that's the wave at Chicama. It's a beautiful beach, isn't it? So the season for this wave is winter. The swells get bigger in the winter, but we didn't want to come when it's too cold. We really don't like cold water. So we're here in the summer, in the off season. But we've been told, particularly January, February, it can actually get quite nice. You'll have blue sky days, warmer water, warmer weather, and the swell won't be as big, but you will get some good surf still. And the even better thing about that is there's just no one else on the wave. But it is a very, very difficult wave. It's a point break, but it's not super mechanical, so the current is constantly pushing you in this direction, so to stay in the takeoff spot is just so hard. And then so you wait between sets, and then a set comes and you've been pushed out of position. It's a very difficult wave. And it's actually, we surfed it the other day and it was a good decent 2.5 foot, maybe the odd 3 foot on the sets, and I found it actually hard to catch. Like, I was paddling really hard for some of those waves and didn't get a lot of them. Did get one nice wave, but yeah, very hard to catch as well. On that size anyway, might be a bit easier if it's bigger, I don't know. But hopefully, I don't think I'm going to have a lot of footage of me surfing long waves here. Hopefully I can get a good one. I'll try. That's what I'm here for. The predominant wind direction is offshore, and it can get quite strong offshore. Apparently January, February, the wind gets a little less strong, so that's a good thing. These guys have lost their thing for their tiago. Someone's figured it out. Oh, and there's a fisherman's net out in the middle here, and another one over there. I don't know if you can see that one there. And the wave can be quite good when it's smaller just in here, but there's a net in the way. So, yeah, not ideal. There's a little one out there that's peeling quite nicely. Just keep watching it, it'll do a big section. That current out by the point is so strong. It's really, really strong, even when the waves are small. It's a very strong current, and that's why you need a boat. So, yeah, that's pretty much the wave at Chicama. Hopefully I get some good footage. First surf session at Chicama. It's really not looking very good. It's super small, but it's offshore. Seems to be offshore here almost every day, all day. So we'd have zero expectations because it's very small and very sectiony, but we haven't surfed for a few days, so we're just going to get in the water and splash around and see what happens. Just check it out. Come on.